Okay, playing with my printer and my digital papers. This is from Digital Fit, by the way, this one. And what I've done here is created a format with lined paper that I think perhaps it's not perfect. Something over here looks kind of odd to me because it's not wide enough. But anyway, it does the job. And what this is will be a front cover, a back cover, and the rest of it will be ruled paper. So I'm not going to fold that right now because I'm doing another one of my favorite folios with this beautiful, beautiful paper. And so, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to make my little this. You've seen, I've done this so many times. I don't know how many of these I'm actually putting up on YouTube, but when I get into a piece where I can finally figure some things out, I don't want to stop. And I love the variety of papers that make up this beautiful folio. So I've pinched the middle. I'm bringing the sides to the middle, meeting up. And because I print this strange thing on the back, with this at the end, I'm going to make the top. No matter how, if you don't make it absolutely perfect, at least the pattern underneath helps things out here. So there we go. I love this paper. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to be careful and start at the right end. I've made that mistake already once or twice. So we're just going to fold that in half. Bring the bottom half up to the center. This is the part that really used to take me so long. I watched the videos by others several times. And the other end is supposed to be the hard part, but that was not hard for me. It was quite easy compared to trying to remember how this goes. Okay, now the thing you have to remember is that fold you just made, you need to turn it into a mountain fold, which is what I've done. And then bring that to the center. And press down particularly this middle part because that's where the little whatever tuck spot goes. And then you take this and bring it up to about, and you know you've done it right this far if you see this little thing hanging out. That's been a clue for me. And yep. And you push that up. And then this is the part, you bring it up to here. And here. And when you put these two together, they look really good. And I'm going to stop and ink it up. Okay, that's all inked up. You can see I put an ink line along there and it makes it nice and crisp. And of course, because I can print this piece, I don't have to do anything about adding more paper or glue. Not yet. No glue yet. In fact, I don't use glue. The reason I like making these is that the folds give you the double paper. So you're not like making something that's only a single paper width. In fact, this has two. This is two and this is two. Okay, so now we'll do the top part, which is pretty easy for me. But it wasn't, yeah, I used both of them down at the same time to the same place and used this finger to kind of scooch them together. And then press, and then press. And then from this corner down to here, kind of make a little marker there and press that up, press this up, and where's my pen? And then just draw a line. You can, this gets covered up, so you can use anything. And then so you pull one of these out, pull it out, push this corner down, just so you, and then I usually run my finger on the inside and the outside. It just sort of scores this line, brings that back, take it out of the way, and do the same to the other side. And take this 2 pieces of white, insert one inside of the other, press everything again, then take these 2 parts, slip them in there, and push them together. And the only reason this is white is why. I'm thinking it shouldn't be. Oh yeah, because it's over here, not from the middle. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's the reason. But anyway, if you do it perfectly, it comes out perfectly. All right, and then you bring this up and line up the sides. And if you've done a good fold, that works rather well. And then you bring this over here. Now what I made, lovely little booklet, folio. Now what I've been doing is making pieces of paper to go inside. This is like, I want to say 3. Actually, this is 3 different booklets. It's 2 booklets that I inserted one after the other. 1, 2, and I think I have a 3rd one. Yes. Anyway, it's a bunch of papers, and if my machine will sew it, the only thing I probably should do is ink the edges, because it's almost impossible to get them perfect, and I don't really care. It's just a little notebook. I just got to make sure I've got this lined up perfectly. Yeah, this is the back page. This is the front page. Right, fold up the top. All right, so as you can see, I've made these with a cover and a back cover, and then each of the inside pages is a ruled paper. So I'm really happy with that. So that's one book, and this is another book. And then that's the back of that book, and then this is the outside of the first book. So I could sew them in. I haven't thought of that, how I do that. This one might work best with the rubber band, I don't know, but it fits in there pretty nicely. I haven't sewn it yet, but look, it took 3 of the zines. 3. That's a hefty little book. So now I'm going to do a paper, just one of the papers, and how I made that zine was just here. I printed the first 2 pages with the same paper. I just shrunk it down, reduced it in size, I guess is the proper term. Now I'm going to make the zine. Fold it lengthwise, and then fold it in half this way. Then bring the 2 sides up to the middle to make the airplane wings. And then of course you get to cut. This is always what I call my little airplane. Then you cut from here to here. And see if I can find my little, yeah. Sometimes it's very hard to see it because I'm cutting not on the line, because I could have put my paper up just a tad bit higher. There we go. But fortunately, the inking can disguise that. I'm gonna just kind of refold some of those. I may have to do a little cutting too. It looks like I was off here. And fortunately, or fortunately, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna snip a little bit of that right there. They are not perfect because they're a little fiddly, you know, trying to get them to line up in it. So if you're into a perfect booklet, you're better off maybe using signatures, and you could do signatures as well, but I'm trying my best to refold that so that my front cover will sort of turn out okay. And what I'm going to do, this is not as nicely folded as I have done in the past. I have made some of these a little bit better. Sometimes I just go like that and then force it down like that. And see, I did close up the gap a little bit. And then maybe some more, just by fiddling with it. Now, I have this piece left here. So, fortunately, oh, the beauties of ink. Ink covers up everything. And if you do have the pages that are showing, the ink just sort of works. Especially if it's coffee colored paper like this, which is really nice. Sometimes while it's before I glue it, since the inside is not going to show anyway, so there, a booklet, a zine. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't glued the bottoms, which I will do, and that way they become pockets, but I will sew that in here. I'll take these upstairs and sew down the middle. I'll take my machine and just sew that down there, and there I have a little booklet. And I can't stop making these because they're just so much fun. I can't even tell you how many I've made. It's like a booklet a day keeps the doctor away. Let's say. So maybe I'll be making a lot of these since I like having the doctor away. So there, my friends, and me. That's all